definitely Jamena. You guys will have to let me know. Ironworking, so now we can actually upgrade those warriors, which actually I think would be an excellent idea. These wonders, yeah, at some point. Lighthouse, we can't get the fish, so the lighthouse is not quite the same way over here. Market for trade routes might be good. Speaking of, we don't have any trade routes. I think that's what I was saving up some money for last time. So we're not going to buy the cargo boats, but we will build them. You got that, you got that. I don't know if there's much we can build on the flat land right now that's a priority. Be nice if we got the marble up and running sooner rather than later. Again, I could consider a defensive road. Oh, that got recolonized here. That's fine. Worker, I'm going to get you to hook up the ivory first. Or actually, maybe the road first. I think I'm actually going to go that way. If it was deer, it'd be a different priority, but it ain't. I'm still thinking a road over here for defensive purposes, but I don't know, it's flat. I guess it's relatively quick. Alright, let's go hook up the other sugar here, because I don't know if we've got another sugar sale available, but we might. We may know enough people for that. Alright, a lot of people are in favor of N'Djamena. Whoa, hey! Got another tip in. 1 second here. 1 second. Oh, I can't paste in here. That's right. And people seem to prefer this spelling. N'Djamena. Boom. Done. What is this? Cool Man Fight! Hey! Cool Man. Thank you very much. Take some whiskey on me. Take care. Oh, man. Still have some from the Let 'em Dare post celebration, but for some reason whiskey bottles don't last that long around this house, especially between me and Briarstone. And depending if it's like an Auchentoshan, I guess for luck, I also likes to dive in there. So we're moving down to Lake Victoria. Gonna snag that before anyone else ninjas it. Still would like to grab, yeah, the spicy banana place. Ooh, Portugal! Portugal colonizing Africa. That will not stand. Africa is ours. Shoot and clear. Good stuff. Will not stand. Alright, we chopped that wood. We got the extra farm over here, which I think is going to be good for our food production in the long run, so I'm okay with that. Road is being constructed. I could start working my way, and I'm tempted to do this. I could also buy another deer, but I think I'm going to start the road construction down to the south here. Because the distances involved are crazy, especially if we end up shuffling our workers around. So you got that, you got that. Thebes, I assume every tile you work is improved. And in fact, you've got some other tiles that are improved that you're not working on yet. But these faith tiles are also pretty good. I don't actually need more farms in Thebes. Well, actually, Thebes, surprisingly, is not a food-rich place. It's got a lot of tiles that produce exactly 2 food. It's only got 1 tile that produces 3. So, really, if you want to be able to work every tile, right, you need to produce enough food to feed every person that works each one of these tiles. And some of these produce no food. And these are just dead tiles over here, the pure desert. So we actually do need a little bit more farm production to compensate for the fact that this has no food, that has no food. This only has 1. I'm going to build 1 farm right here. More of a long-term thing. We don't need it right now, but I don't know, I'm okay with that. I think Alexandra's going to start building some ships. Which probably means we should build a barrack next over here. Well, it also needs a lighthouse. Alright, lighthouse it is. Whoops. Would you do 7 now? No, but you'll still do 6. Alright. Fair enough. Floodplains get 4 food. Oh, with civil service. Well, if they get a farm. Yeah. But right now they're not farmed up. That's the thing. They're not farmed. So with a farm, it'll go up to 3. With civil service, it goes up to 4. So a couple of farms means that all of a sudden Thebes is a food-rich city. But my point was, without any farms, it won't be. Because I don't think we get a +1 to food there until they've got a farm, right? I'll have to check again. You need to go, say, friendly borders over here so that you can get some stat upgrades. And this guy, you can get a little bit of food from here. We could put a city that's got access to, say, 3 of these oases, but I don't think that's particularly beneficial. I think instead I'm going to send the bowman up over here, not into the water, to check the area over here, because we may want a ninja city placement. Okay, that's good. You're starting the road, yeah, and I'll start it the other way as well. This keeps being reset. Oh no, we can faith purchase, but I'll just say, I'll say remind me later, so it actually does attempt to remind me later. I could, though, get a missionary over here, although it might die along the way from the barbarians. Athens will eventually flip and then keep applying the pressure here. I don't think we need to faith by a missionary. I think we're okay. Who's that? Oh! Cool Man Fight with another one. Thank you very much. Take care today. Thank you very much, Cool Man. All farming all the time. What is this, an MMO stream? Gotta farm them XPs. Oh, we've got a Zulu Impy. Probably still in exploration. Oh, they're sending a caravan. I bet you they've got a city right in there. I'll have to take a peek to see if there's borders. No. I don't see any brown, but it would be a little tricky to see potentially. But yeah, the military build-up's gonna have to start at some point here. Yeah, just start building that way. That's going to be fine. And you're building that way, so that's all good too. And you're just going to stick around there. We've got the settler. Although we do have a couple of blind spots here. We could be a little bit surprised, but I think we're fine. We just cleared that area up not that long ago. You'll get that library. How many workers do I have? Unit list. 5. I've got 5 cities, a 6th on the way. I want at least 2 more workers. And what I will probably do is, once again, when we settle the new city, I will buy a worker there to start improving that area. Yeah, let's be friends. Ify wants my religion. Actually, maybe that's what I should do. You've got religious pressure. I could buy a missionary here and send it to Ify. That would actually be a really good idea. Khartoum. A library done. And there's certainly a lot of things we would want. I mean, hell. We've got the discount to building shrines because of unlocking this, right? Yeah. And yeah, only 2 turns is pretty good. I think we might go shrines, like, into barracks and start building things here. Or maybe the watermill for production. And even more growth. Shrine, watermill, barracks. Start building military units in Khartoum. Because the Zulus are somewhere in there. Didn't finish the road to Khartoum. You're right. We'll have to get that going soon. My bad. And another tip in. What's going on today? Thank you very much, guys. Terje! Yeah, road to Khartoum is not complete. Please finish it, as it's driving me nuts. I will get that done. In fact, I think I'll build the tile here. Although we've got a forest here, which is going to stick around. So the road should actually be there. So we'll get that going on. Warrior! Yes, upgrade. Especially since you got a promotion. You're even the one with the high altitude promotion. So definitely want you to get buffed. And we'll still have... Look at the money. 54 gold per turn. Our trade deals are doing well. That's without any caravans operating. Yes, research agreement, good. Open borders. I don't think it makes a difference one way or another. I don't think she's got a religion, so actually, this can enable us to spread the religion to her. Yeah, she don't. Hagia Sophia has been built. All right. Would be nice to squeeze out some of the religious wonders. City became religious, which is over here. So let's go. Pagoda, good. But I'm going to get the missionary over here so we can spread it to the city-state. And then I'm going to ask that you just faith buy a pagoda next time you get an opportunity. Thanks. Rest up, and then we'll send you back out there. Cheap shrine. Burial tombs, these are our temples, so we build them faster and they're effective. Companion cavalry over here. We'll probably want some walls on our coastal cities. Potentially sooner rather than later. Right, you were coming down here to check on things, but that's been checked, so I'm actually interested in finding out what's down here, especially if we think there may be Zulus. They can't be that far. There's a caravan. The caravans don't have huge range right now. Whoa! Casimir, who haven't met yet, controls a second capital. Casimir, Poland's in here. Fuck, so he's probably running away with the game. He just took someone's goddamn catapult. Or catapult. Capital. Close enough. Catapult. So, I don't know if there's going to be any barbarians along the way, but I guess we can escort you with that. Okay, that's still good. Kind of tempted to do a settlement over there. Already, there's some AI snowballing, and I'm not going to be able to stop him because he's somewhere else. Would I prefer to settle here? 2, 3. This gives me the deer. If I settle here, we eventually get the gems. The advantage of settling here, we start immediately next to Lake Victoria, which is better. Zulus, oh yeah, they're bottom of the map. Right, they started there, but the question is, have they expanded to here? It's their capital. But we need to know where the front line is. Poland between Germany and Russia in Civ 5. Yeah, I mean, if the Germany spawned in here, Germany wouldn't have a lot of room to expand, and Poland could go and run them over. They could blitz them. Things happen. Okay, that's farms done, so we're going to go and build that road finally and get things connected up. My apologies for not getting it sooner. Oh, there's something standing there, but we can still sort of generally advance. Oh, didn't realize the missionaries would get ahead of things. There's even fish over here. Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. So some people had suggested we name this Buha. If you guys have a better suggestion, let me know. But we could do that. All right, you're going to work that, which is great. I'm going to make sure you keep that locked forever. The fish are going to be awesome. There's going to be a lot of good stuff over here. I think what we do is start with the monument right away for the border pressure. Try to get this to extend out as quickly as possible. We don't have enough money to rush by a worker right now, but that's okay. Do I want to upgrade the swordman? He does have 1 level of experience points. I think we do, because the warrior's too likely to just die right now. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Delays an extra worker, but that's okay. Alright, going to get into the pagoda. Probably this one here. And then we'll leave that. Kampala. Lots of requests for Kampala in here. Kampala. Will do. Oh, can't improve the fish. Yeah, you're right, huh? Whoops. These things happen. I'm going to say yes. He doesn't have a religion he's going to spread here. Him walking through my territory is irrelevant. I'm going to tell him we're going to settle what lands we please, because there's actually a good chance we're going to settle more cities down here, and I don't ever want to be called a liar. But at some point we have to worry about his military efforts. Where is he in score? Over here. Again, our score's inflated by the religion. Although our religion does legitimately, you know, give us something. Okay, I don't think there's going to be a barbarian here that can certainly reach us, so I'm going to feel comfortable doing that. This swordsman, I'm going to get you to pop down there and see what we can see. Hello, captured worker. Portuguese captured worker. Hey, hey. That's excellent. Burial tomb done, which is an important building. The stable here would be just +1 hammers. So I think it might be a good chance for us to sneak in one of these religious wonders. I mean, I would also like to build more settlers, but we actually have a higher chance of getting one of these. Although we didn't start building it right away, so that's a little less good. Okay, you'll still grow in one turn, which is good. But again, you know, how many people have a religious city, etc., etc., etc. And we can build the settlers from somewhere else, too. Although, everyone's kind of busy. I'm going to try to get one. Build soldiers. Sure. Not worried about their cultural pressure right now. He's going to be able to, you know, scooch through my territory over here, but I don't think that's a problem. Steelbrain, thank you very much for the resub. And Feldas, thank you very much for the tip. Why hasn't Ottawa ever been conquered yet? Because it's the catapult city. All right, we got a new pun. This is great. Good stuff, guys. I appreciate the team effort. Wonderful work. Also, I should be mining these hills. You rest a turn. You cross over here. And yeah, there's something in the way. Although there's not here. And it's inside of their borders, so I felt pretty safe and confident. I should have... Oh no, if I'd crossed, it would have actually ended my turn because of the adjacency rules. So you don't have to guard anything there anymore. Mostly I'm going to get you to watch down here. This actually might be an excuse to go to war against the Zulus. If we see them try to settle over here, you know, presumably it'll be guarded, but if we have a swordman and a composite bowman, we could probably go and stop them. He has denounced me because I said I wouldn't stop settling near him. Sorry, I have no interest in going to war with Maria. Like, how would I? I mean, I totally understand why you want to go to war with Maria. Also, I have a friendship agreement and everything. Like, come on, buddy. Think for a second. Alright, where'd you go? Luckily, I do have increased movement here. Now, I can shoot this guy now. But it doesn't really help me. So mostly I'm just going to follow him until we see where his city is. Temple increases the city's gold output by 25%. I think we rush to the Reformation before someone steals all the good Reformation ideas. We are going to spread the religion here. 5 followers. You actually even have some pressure here. Yeah, that increased range is really nice. One more spread, and that will make it the majority religion. That's going to finish in a moment, which is great. That's being built. Let's hook up these horses here for the production and also to get something to trade with. We're going to rest you a turn. What, 99 stars? Get many cover 1 units because of impies. Many impies. So let's take a look at the stats on the impies. Impy. So they perform a first strike range attack before combat. So I see what the incentive is for the cover, to protect yourself against that. It's not a bad suggestion at all. Who's that? Cool Man Fight! Cool Man Fight, thank you very much! Wow, that's 3 donations in a row today for you. Have a fun and warm weekend. Hopefully, it was very rainy last weekend. Thank you very much, Cool Man. I don't know what this weekend's going to be. This weekend is a Kiss for Luck's birthday, so we're going to do something for that. Warrior Wizard says, what Reformation should Quill get? I always go for Faith Buy any great person in the industrial area. That's interesting, actually, especially since the Faith Buy cost is independent for each great person. So we already have the ability to buy engineers, but they're going to get more and more expensive, whereas buying a couple of scientists from that is worthwhile. You want to keep buying my citrus? We only have the 1 citrus. Although we are fine on happiness right now, I'm going to say no. We're going to work our way up to the next golden age, and we are going to expand again soon-ish. We're not working on a settler right now, but hopefully soon. To unused trade routes, I know. We're building 1, and we almost have enough money. We could probably buy a... Oh, no, can't buy either one. Jeez. Khartoum lives the king. Excellent. Because we got our citrus back. You are going... Oh! Oh, you can farm here because the oasis gives fresh water. Oh! Which still makes these desert tiles shit, but with civil service, they would just be 2 food tiles. which isn't the worst. Still, we're actually going to have enough food in Thebes with the farms up, so I am going to just go and mine this for more raw production. Yeah, production from this and then some farms along the river is going to be fine. Oh, you've got the other ally, but now you've got the religion, so we're going to get some influence, which is going to be good. Whoa, barbarian! Did the road finish? Yes, it did. Good. That's done. So we got to get you out of there, obviously. When's your borders going to grow? 8 turns and you're going to grow that way. Why that way? Are you heading towards the deer, maybe? Interesting. I could just buy a tile, but I don't think that's what we're looking to do right now. I think what we're going to do is run up here. And we're going to keep working on... you're still in production focus. Okay, you are working that. We'll get one more farm down. And see if the math works out that we're actually going to use it. Aha! I knew they had a city over here. So when we build Spicy Banana Town, which makes banana bread or something, that's going to have to be a military place. Most likely we'll install ourselves somewhere like right here, because then there'll be a river crossing to attack us. Also, the jungle and stuff like that will make it miserable for distance range attacks, which is going to be very good. And yeah, I need to get units over here so that I make sure that there's no settlers. That's fine. Actually might slow down their settlement efforts. Khartoum over here, I talked about you becoming a military city, which is likely to be true, but after the watermill, you're actually going to build a settler for me. Yeah. We're going to forward settle the AI. Sugar, I do have the extra sugar. You don't have any money, though. Does anyone else want sugar? It's not in the list. The Huns! Hey! I can tell you've got you've got your own sugar. I was gonna say you've got a sweet tooth, but yeah, you really do. You still have sugar. Spice must flow, yeah. Armed banana bread, yeah. We sneak in like knives and stuff in the banana bread. I don't even like banana bread. It's not like I hate it, although I used to for a while. A lot of those spiced bread cakey things don't quite agree with me. I don't know why. So this is all flatland, so shooting these guys is actually going to be a little bit annoying. I guess I'll go here. We can get a little bit more of a scout. I'm not going to double move in, though, because then he could shoot me. Now, right now, he can't. I'm going to go here to avoid the river crossing for the future. Right, you were just running away from there. We got a shot there, but we don't have another military unit kicking around. I'm a little further away from that. Alright, road done. You're connected. Excellent. I think you're going to help Kampala get big and strong here. Because it's going to grow really fast with Lake Vicky. To the point where we might even be tempted to rush buy out some tiles, but... I'm actually wondering if I should beeline to the gems over here, just in case he's deciding to settle in this general area. But I also want to be able to buy trade routes. Not that my money is bad, but more money, always more better. Oh, yes, of course, embassy. I meant to trade that earlier. Should make another run for my extra sugar here. Suppose if no one can buy it for any real money, I can still just sell it. No, he's only making 1 per turn now. So we're still safe here. Shoot that. You're going to attack here, not across the river, because then you can at least wrest it back, which is going to be fine. You're going to keep getting a little bit more of a scout here. May purchase with faith. Yeah, but it's just missionaries and stuff, which we don't want yet. Our religion is growing over here. My eyes deceive me. Our Quill civilization happy? No! We're super happy! Again, we're loaded down with sugar. How could we not be happy? Can I buy a military unit that would be useful? You can get a war chariot. Actually, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get a war chariot over here. I don't think we had a barracks anywhere that I could have bought it, but I'm going to just help trim this down a bit more. The movement through the desert over here is going to be particularly good, because unlike the community balance patch, in vanilla, desert does not slow you down. Spread hexapyramidism to Shaka. Yeah, I considered that too, the faith buy with the missionary. But, I mean, it is going to auto-spread. He's even running a trade route here, so it's spreading more aggressively. There we go. Do that. So you just rest up. Yeah, sure. Let's pop that and see what's what. I still want to settle up here, too. Got a lot of settlement plans. We do have the happiness for it. Thebes, after Thebes finishes Boer Border, or doesn't, it's going to be another settler. And then maybe a barracks and start the military production. Because there will be some tension down here. We've already been denounced. Great. Mosque was built. Oh, people wanted me to build that first. I'm kind of happy I didn't. Yes, we'll be friends with Morocco. It's a little bit awkward, though, because... Hold on. Okay, you wanted to go to war with Portugal, but you haven't actually denounced each other or anything like that. So we'll say yes for now. This might backfire later, but for now it's going to be okay. $7 gold per turn and 8 for the sugar. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, I meant to shop that around too, but luckily the AI does come at you with these trade deals. Sometimes too spammy, but that's going to be okay. Jerusalem wants a trade route. Yeah. I'm going to scooch up and then do that. Go here, shoot you. But we have friendship. This place is having a sale. The consequences of going to war, in general, for a worker against a major civilization right now wouldn't be worthwhile. It's entirely different from doing a steal, like on turn 30. But still, when you see that naked worker, you're like, oh, I want so bad. So a little bit of pillaging. I think this is fine. Again, would actually help if I wanted to spread the religion to them. We're friends with Ify. Can't be allies, though, but maybe later on. Jeff, thank you very much for the tip. More chocolates and cheer from the city-state of Hong Kong. And who doesn't love city-states? Awesome! Well, welcome, 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 and thank you, thank you, thank you. World's most fed people. Education is done. Also. Wait. That's the Portuguese worker. I'm like, did I get a worker stolen? No, that's the Portuguese worker, right? Which I was originally going to follow with the crossbow. I gotta finish this. I wonder where the hell he's going. Maybe to this base down here. His other base may have been pillaged, so they're finding another spot. I guess I'll finish you off with that and then move up this way. Monument done here. You're going to have a lot of deer, so you're definitely going to want a granary, so we're going to start on that right now, even though you don't technically have it within your borders. How am I going to grab that? What I think I'm going to do is move back with this swordman. And this place isn't growing right now, that is true. Yeah, it can't grow. It's got no double food tiles right now. It will once it gets the deer. And it's tempting to consider buying the deer so we can get there a little faster. It means delaying a few other things, though, but it's probably worthwhile. And buy this one. There we go. So now you can grow. So we're not going to shoot the worker. You should rest where you are. Your job is still to threaten that. Your job is still to explore this territory, apparently. There's the Rock of Gibraltar! Not to brag, but Portugal took that. We're gonna finish you off that way, even though it means not getting experience on the war chariot, just because. Oh, you can almost get there. Wow. All right, that's good. So what I'll actually do over here is do that. We finished that mine. I want another mine over here. Thebes is using that. Great. We finished the horses. Let's go and fix the salt. And next turn it.